in every
It's not a choice. I was born super straight.
yo. Okay, you know what? You know what? You know what I'm gonna do? You know what I'm gonna do?
What are you
I'm
gonna
gonna
do?
I'm gonna make my own video on this. I'm gonna make my own video on this. Let's get it. Let's get it. YouTube people, everybody, it's your host, Hero Devil, sitting with my
Who
friend.
the fuck is Key of Shadow?
How's it going, guys? Key of Shadow.
Oh, who the fuck?
Bro, his name is Keyblade Knights.
Late nights. You didn't even change the channels.
Yo, that's like me going, hey guys, what's up? It's your ring demon here. Don't you mean Halo Devil? I know what I said. Okay, so here's my personal opinion on the whole Super Straight thing. First of all, it's like looking at a video game, seeing the game rules, and going, oh, well, there's nothing in the rule book that says this is illegal, and then you use those said rules. You can't be mad at people using them. For example, if I find an exploit in the game and it works, don't get mad because I used it. You should have made it accessible for everybody. That's your fault, not mine. The whole thing with Super Straight, it's like the same thing where, transgender people and LGBTQ people want their whole own flag and all that, and they want everyone to respect them as they are. And I do. You come up to me and you say, well, I'm not a girl today, I'm a guy today. And I'm like, well, okay, sir. And then you hit me with a, well, I'm not a guy today, I'm an Apache helicopter today. Well, okay, what's the dictionary term for a helicopter? Ace? Like at some point, I'm going to try to do my best to, respect that. Now, on the opposite side of things, when straight people say, yeah, y'all do y'all thing, because it's the same thing with blacks being outcasts, and all that. Same story, different faces, So, of course, black people had nothing bad to say towards LGBTQ people. They already know that pain. However, apparently LGBTQ people go, yeah, so you straight people, you're no longer straight. We're straight. It's weird how they're like, yeah, you guys aren't straight anymore. We're straight. Apparently, straight is dating anyone of any gender that classifies as that gender. It doesn't matter what they are underneath, it's all about if they classify as that gender and you date them for it. That's straight. Okay? Sure. Yeah, I have that. Now, when the straight people, the before straight people, showed up and said, I don't like the fact that I'm being called a cis male or cis female. So, how about, instead of that, you guys can have all that wonderful jazz, y'all have fun with that, and we will be called super straight. Okay? Now, at that point, with, straight people looking at LGBTQs and going, yeah, y'all have y'all thing, and we'll have our thing. I don't understand where that was a problem. And, I'm pretty sure people who come to this video might have seen the whole Keyblade Knights video. And oh boy, ooh, yo, I want to feel bad, but so what's my opinion on Super Straight? It's no different from the rest of the sexualities. Yeah, the whole thing about the actual term of sexuality, it's one sexual preference. So if you prefer someone of that sexuality, then yeah. Dio, stop it. Adventure Time, what is your whole thoughts on this whole debacle?
Me? Okay, alright, so, check it. So, I feel like straight people are just, feeling left out because, you know, lesbians, gays, queers, and bisexuals are all hanging out in their own group. So when straight people decided to have their own group, I'm guessing things are just apparently going sideways because apparently we just want to stay straight like a stripper pole.
You know what the funny thing is? You know what this reminds me of? Those little places where they say things like you're too young to be here or you're too old to be here. If a teenager is found at a playground, some people may say you're too young to be here. You should grow up. You know, stop playing them video game. Grow up. Be a real man. But then if you saw that same teenager at the bar, then they aren't you a little too young to be here? Yo, you should stay in a child's place. Now it comes the question. What place is teenage friendly? So it's the same thing with straight people. Like, well, now super straight people. Because you can't fault someone for not wanting someone else because it's not part of their preference. For example, if a gay person was to come to me and say that they like me and they want to be with me, unfortunately, I would have to decline because they are the same gender as me. I do not, you know, I don't really find other men attractive in that manner. Because I will, you know, admit that a dude will look better than me. I'm okay with my own sexuality. You know, hey man, you look nice. But unfortunately, I'm just not attracted to dudes in that manner. I'm attracted to females in that manner. And if luck had it be that that female was not, well, in my case, unluck, had it be that that female was not actually a female, I'd be pissed. Now, it's the same thing as if someone was to come over and you said, hey man, you a vegan? Yeah. So if you could only hand me vegan food, that'd be appreciated. Sure thing, man. And then you stuff a hot dog in their tofu. Don't get mad when they beat your ass. Like, you just lied to them. Lying is like the worst thing you can do to a human being. And then you want to get upset when someone doesn't want to accept your lies? How is that fair? It's not. Like, I can literally chalk this up to anything, and it's just down to being dishonest. And you can't be mad for someone if they don't like dishonesty. For example, I'll give you another one. If I told you my house is 10 minutes away and you have to go, you had a fork in the road and you have to take the left path to get to my house, and in 10 minutes you'll get there. But my house was actually on the right path and 2 minutes away. By the time you figure out you've went the wrong direction and now you have to whip back around and get to my house, apparently your anger would be justified. But on the flip side, for some reason, if you get upset at your partner for not being who they say they are, then you are apparently a homophobe. See, now that just doesn't make any sense. That's unfair, and yeah, that's just unfair. There's no other word for it. It's just unfair. So for straight people wanting to have their own group to be in, I think that's perfectly okay. Everyone deserves their whole little own group they can go to, and everyone deserves to be happy. That's like me, a black guy, right? Going up to a white person and asking if they want to be friends, and the second they say no, I call them racist. Or, but again, that's like if a female goes up to a male, asks him out on a date, he says no, and then she calls him a womanizer.
That's great.
Can people not say no? Like, what happened to no means no? Does that not exist no more?
What happened to freedom of speech and also freedom?
Did you just say First Amendment?
You see how it had 206 dislikes? No, stop. Stop. Now it has 207 dislikes.
Really attracted to you, and you cannot force me to be. That's like a gay person getting forced by a woman to eat her out. Like, what? He doesn't want to. He's not attracted to you.
Well, there is one thing that I will say. Anybody that is sending death threats from one person to another needs to stop that. That shit is not cool.